a massive controversy over the purchase of VVIP choppers by India from an Italian company after its CEO was arrested for corruption. SP Tyagi, the former chief of the Indian Air Force, has denied allegations that he influenced the 4,000 crore deal for VVIP helicopters in favor of Italy's Augusta-Westland. The Defence Ministry has now ordered a CBI probe into the agreement and payments have been suspended. Tyagi and three brothers who are his cousins have allegedly been named by Italian prosecutors who yesterday arrested Giuseppe Orsi, the head of Augusta-Westland's parent company, Finmeccanica.
Yes, there are a couple of new developments that we are getting to hear of. First and foremost is the fact that we understand that the Government of India will not make any more payments in this deal till the CBI gives them a clearance or comes up with a preliminary report indicating either ways as to whether the deal was corrupted or whether the deal was fine. India has paid about 35% of the 650 million euros that the entire deal costs. That has gone. But mind you, there is a very stringent integrity clause, so they can always invoke that and try to get back that money that is there, and that is exactly what the Defence Minister has been hinting at. The other development that we are getting to hear is that the CBI, most likely we are going to see some movement of the CBI in the next few days, some questionings happening, some preliminary examinations of the people who have been mentioned in the report. The Defence Ministry, if you look at as of now, still maintains that according to their own records, they do not find anything that has gone wrong because everything seems to be explained, everything seems to be answered for. And to very briefly repeat what we have been reporting since yesterday, the first requirement was projected in 2000. Mind you, that is a time when then Defence Minister George Fernandez frequently flying to Siachen to look at be with the troops. That is a time when they said they need new helicopters for the Mi-17 to replace the Mi-17. They wanted the helicopters to fly to a height of about 18,000 feet to 20,000 feet, which is roughly the highest post that India holds in Siachen, the Kumar post. However, when this requirement was given out, it was found that it was becoming a single tender contract. And the PMO, the then National Security Advisor, Mr. Brajesh Mishra, writes back to the Defence Ministry saying that you guys should consider one, because Prime Ministers and VVIPs rarely would want to go to that heights. They would be somewhere near Leh, Ladakh, that height, Leh or Nubra Valley or the Siachen base camp, which is about 13,000–14,000 feet. That would be sufficient. And also, because this is becoming a single tender, you cannot go ahead with this. Subsequently, as the Air Chief, the then Air Chief or Air Marshal Tyagi, who has been accused of being involved, has also said that the requirements were changed. In 2003, 2006, the RFPs or the tenders are issued. Subsequent to that, you have the trials and the evaluation in 2010, the deals are signed, and India gets, as of now, has 3 helicopters with it. 3 deliveries have already happened. The next delivery is, about 2 to 3 months from now, roughly around May.
Air Chief Marshal Nayak, how would you react to these reports, sir? An embarrassment for the Air Force? Are you personally distressed by it? And do you believe the kind of allegations that are being made against your predecessor, against a former Air Force chief as well?
You see, Sonia, there are 3 points, important points that I wish to make. The first thing is that this deal started off from about 2000 or thereabouts, and for a change, there was a difference in this deal that the SPG was totally involved as far as the deal was concerned, because it was for the Prime Minister, VVIP, etc. In other deals, SPG is not involved.
Yes.
The second point I wish to make is that the contracts which are signed are between the Government of India and the British firm of Augusta-Westland, not Finmeccanica, and not the Indian Air Force. It's not the Indian Air Force which signs the contracts. It is the Government of India and Augusta-Westland, UK. And the third point I wish to make is that initially the Indian Air Force is tasked with carrying out the technical evaluation with the help of documents, etc. After that is through, Then we go in for the FET, that is Flying Evaluation Trials. After the FET, we submit a report to the Defence Ministry, and thereafter it goes through various stages. When the commercial negotiations start, the Air Force is nowhere near. Air Force is not involved. Our job in this deal finishes the moment we have evaluated and given our recommendations.
Meanwhile, our attempts being made to pass the buck on to the NDA government, NDTV has accessed the critical letter written by then National Security Advisor Brajesh Mishra to the Air Chief, a letter that added a new twist to the tale, and Nitin Gokhale has the details of that letter.
First request for proposal was made in 2000, and in 2002 it turned out that only one competitor, a Eurocopter helicopter, was remaining in contention. Then when that was sent, this deal was sent to, or the finalization of deal was sent to NSA, Brajesh Mishra, he said the SPG is unhappy, and I am quite amazed that the SPG was not on board on these helicopters specifications. So I suggest, he wrote to the then Air Chief Marshal S. Krishnaswamy, saying that I suggest that you and the Defence Secretary, along with the SPG, get the criteria fixed and then go for a fresh tender. So accordingly, in 2003, fresh criteria were made, and the changes that were made as per the instructions of the then National Security Advisor and the SPG's advice were that the helicopters could fly, have a limit of flying to about 15,000 feet. It should have a cabin of 1.8 meters tall, and of course should have safety in terms of engines. So then the specifications were locked, and since then on the basis of those specifications, the entire trials and the entire process thereafter has been carried out, and that's the point the government sources are telling us, that it has been followed to the T, the defence procurement procedure, and therefore they haven't found so far any evidence of any wrongdoing or any bribe being paid to Indian officials or even to Indian Air Force officials for that matter.